Oh, hi, Future Me. Have we exterminated all the noobs yet?
Not yet, but I'm calling to warn you. You smell!
Oh, nice one, man.
Classic Sandwich Man move.
Right, we should move on to some more questions. So I've got this one from Hamish in Mount Gambier, South Australia. You smell. That's so funny. Because he doesn't really smell though, does he?
I had a shower last week.
No, that's what you said to Darren. You said he smelled. That was funny.
Smell? You smell.
Hi, good game. Ham Dog here, please answer. I have a PSP, and all the magazines told me there was a Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 7. But I've been to all their gaming stores, and there isn't. I have asked many times, but it has never been replied. P.S. Barjo, you're awesome. Hex, you're pretty cool. And Darren, no offense, you're just creepy. Well, Ham Dog, Lego Harry Potter Years 5 to 7 is definitely available for the PSP, so they weren't lying, but we can understand why you're struggling to find it since it seems to be a little bit tricky to track down a copy.
Yeah, we did find some online from some online stores, but it is also a region-free game, which means you could get it from overseas if you still don't have any luck.
Moving on now to this one from... we'll go with this one from Stefan, who is in Melbourne. Victoria.
Melbourne is in Victoria.
Hi, good game. I've been watching your show from the beginning, and I have a question to ask. When is The Legend of Zelda Past and Present going to be released in stores? And before it does, can you please do a review on it? Barjo, you are awesome. Hex, you're great. And Darren is such a noob. Ha!
So let's just recap on that. I'm awesome and you're great.
Yeah, that's correct.
Awesome's a bit better than great,
And
isn't
what was,
it?
well, no, I'd say they're on par with each
Well,
other.
that's just a matter of opinion. That's just like something someone who was great
More
would say.
importantly, what's Darren?
Someone would awesome go was awesome's totes craze. Awesome.
But what's Darren?
That's awesome talk. Darren's noob.
Well, Stefan, we're sorry to say that The Legend of Zelda Past and Present is never going to be released in stores because it isn't actually a game. It's simply a fan-made series of short animated videos, and as far as we're aware, it's not getting any kind of commercial release since that would be a huge copyright nightmare.
But the good news is there are actually 2 Zelda games in development that we know of. One is only half new since it's a HD remake of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker for the Wii U, but from what we've seen, it looks great.
And the other is an as-of-yet untitled, unrevealed brand new Zelda game also for the Wii U. We know almost nothing about that and probably won't see any trailers or screenshots or anything for a little while yet, but moving on to this one from Yosh, who is in Dino Town, Queensland.
I've been to Dino Town.
Dino Town?
Dino Town. It's full of dinos.
Or dinos?
Dog-like dinosaurs. Hello, good game. How do you get a head start in Little Big Planet karting? Please answer, or I'll be a noob. Well, that's easy enough, Yosh. To get a head start off the line, you simply have to hold down the gas button and the hop button before a race starts. Then, as soon as it says go, release the hop button and bam, head start.
Another little tip, you can get a speed boost from a jump by holding either left 2 or right 2 and doing a full barrel roll. Then when you land, you'll get a little boost.
And don't forget, drifting around corners gets you a little boost too.
Yeah, indeed, but moving on to this last one for the day, and we're going to go with this one from Darren is a Noob, who lives in Brisbane, Queensland.
It's a popular name.
It's funny because he is a noob, so...
I can do a barrel roll now that we're in our bigger studio.
Really?
You want to see?
Yeah. I would say it's more of a fall, really. Or a stumble. What do layovers do in pocket planes? Are you coming back?
I'm coming back. I'm just finishing the roll.
I feel like this is the wrong end of you. Currently.
Barrel roll complete.
Are you alright?
I'm alright.
Are you sure?
I'm a little sore.
That looked kind of painful,
Was a
I'll be
little bit.
honest.
Always do barrel rolls on a mat with supervision. And not a full belly of cheese.
Okay. Well, layovers simply take passengers or cargo from a plane and leave it in a city that isn't its destination.
They're very useful to use since you can just pick up all the good fares from one airport, leave them as layovers in a hub city, and then once you've got enough layovers waiting to go at the same city, fill up a plane with them and get the 25% bonus.
Yeah, using layovers wisely is a much more profitable way of running your airline than simply just picking up a whole bunch of random fares and dropping them off one at a time. I mean, that just makes flights take longer and you'll spend more on fuel.
But on that note, we're out of time for this week, and as always, we'd love to answer your questions, so please send them in here.
And don't forget, if you've got a Minecraft question, then check out our frequently asked Minecraft questions on our website first, because the answer might just be in there already.
Right, back to the studio, Hex.
Are you sure you're all right?
I am fine. It is so
I'm
nice to
really
have all this
worried.
space. It's
Now look,
so much
it was
bigger in
quite
here.
a fall you just took.
No, it's okay.
Are you limping?
No. Good questions. Good questions.
Right, guys, I am a huge fan of the Japanese animation studio, Studio Ghibli. They've created all sorts of imaginative worlds and characters like Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, and Howl's Moving Castle. So what's the best thing that can happen to anything that you love?
They make a video game out of
They
it.
make a video game out of it, taking two great loves and combining them into an even greater love. The game is called Ni no Kuni, which roughly translates to Another World.
Oliver, a young boy from the small town of Motorville, is visited by a strange fairy creature by the name of Drippy.
Oh, what's all this, Anna? Curse lifted, is it? Tiny! I'm free! Free!
He discovers that he is the Chosen One, a wizard with a pure heart who is able to travel between worlds and wield powerful magic.
And we're off to another world!
Oliver discovers that everyone in his world shares a soul with someone in Ni no Kuni, but the pieces of their hearts are being stolen by an evil sorcerer called Shadar. Armed with a spellbook and his trusty magic wand, Oliver must travel throughout the land and take pieces from the hearts of willing citizens and give them to those who need it.
But that's not all. Ni no Kuni is crawling with a whole host of nasty creatures you'll have to fight as you make your way through this sprawling fantasy world. Thankfully, you don't have to do it alone.
Throughout the game, you'll take on a kind of Pokemon master role as you catch and train creatures to fight as your familiars. Each can be leveled up, trained, buffed with gear, and learn new abilities. You can catch as many as you like, but only have 4 on your roster at any one time. You'll also buddy up with human friends who have creatures of their own as well.
Like in any RPG, it's smart to travel with characters that have a wide range of abilities. Some creatures, for example, are weaker but are great healers. Others deal heavy damage but tire quickly. Combat has a turn-based feel to it, but actually happens in real time, so the pace is good and fights require quick, on-your-feet thinking.
Yeah, I thought that while the story was definitely aimed at a younger audience, the combat was nicely challenging, which was good. Although it can be a little bit messy at times once you build up a decent roster of familiars, juggling between them all can be a bit of a nightmare if you don't have a good routine worked out. When it works though, it feels great.
Encounters happen when travelling through the map or in dungeons, but I did find this would often get tedious.
We can do this!
If you're keen to just get to a destination, you can try your luck picking and weaving your way through the minefield of enemies, but you may be forced to stop 5 or 6 times just on your way from one city to another to battle it out with more beasties.
Yeah, that does get a bit annoying, but happily when you level up a bit in your area and you get too tough for the enemies around you, they literally run away when you get near them.
Throughout your adventures, there are also puzzles you'll need to complete, chests to find, as well as quests and errands to run that'll earn you some really great rewards and upgrades.
And like a true hero, you're encouraged to help people wherever you can, which gives you that warm and fuzzy feeling, as each good deed you do plays a part in slowly restoring Ni no Kuni to its former glory.
Oh, you felt all warm and fuzzy, Darren?
Just a little bit.
Well, best of all, the Studio Ghibli art and animation brings the world to life in the most wonderful way. Each new area you visit is vibrant and exciting and echoes the films wonderfully. The characters are imaginative and wacky, especially Drippy, your fairy companion, who is a really great voice actor as well.
That's right, Your Majesty. He's not from our world.
Plus, the whole game is accompanied by a stunning orchestral score by the Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra.
Yes, it's music that's truly worthy of adventuring, isn't it? Although, I have to say, a lot of the information given to you in this game is through those long-winded text boxes that take ages to click through and seem to go on forever.
Yeah, it does get a bit convoluted. That said, fans of the films will love the familiar style, and I think this game is a really wonderful way to welcome newcomers to the world of Ghibli storytelling and animation, with some great gameplay to boot. So what are you giving it?
Well, I think if you can get past the tedious parts, you'll have a great time with this. I'm giving it 7.5 out of 10 rubber chickens.
I adored it. I'm giving it 8.5. All right, good first show back, guys.
Yeah, good show. And of course, we'll be back next week. But Darren, just confirming this won't be back next week, will it? You're going to clear all that out?
Negative. I'm afraid I'll be too busy with my new role as president of the International Association for the Advancement of Robot Rights.
Right.
Darren, that's such a shame because we were going to get you to review Sing Party. It's singing and dancing.
Oh, shame, Darren.
I've just checked my schedule and I may have a window opening up after all.
What a coincidence.
Well, that's settled then. Till next time, gamers, may all your games be good ones. Hex out.
Bajo out.
I could build another 2 podiums, so we could all have one.
Actually, that's not a bad idea, Darren.
Oh, Barjo, it's gotta go.
Can mine have wheels?
Affirmative.
And a wheel? And drive it around? And a little horse?
Bad influence on him. No podiums for
That'd be great.
anyone.